the person who is heading the department in Brandenburg that is going to give the final permit approval for Tesla Giga Berlin just made a very important announcement, which is either good news or giving Tesla Giga Berlin more uncertainty. Department head in the Brandenburg Ministry of the Environment, Axel Steffen, stated today in the committee session saying the approval procedure is in the final phase. But that doesn't mean that the decision can be handed out tomorrow. This will still take some time. This is good news, I think, that the approval procedure is in the final phase. However, what this means, we don't know. But it can be, this will take some time, he said. But as I reported today, the approval people are going to assess how Tesla is going to use the wastewater from Giga Berlin. Steffen added that he could not say anything about the timing of an approval decision of Tesla Giga Berlin. Even after that, commissioning of Giga Berlin would not take place immediately. As you remember, I have reported, speaking with people there, a Giga Berlin employee, that after Tesla gets Giga Berlin approval, it will not start immediately the production, but he said they will probably need 2 weeks to get things started. Now, so therefore, like I said, commissioning would not take place immediately, but the developer would still have to fulfill other requirements and provide evidence, among other things. Also, the actual production process for sellable Tesla Model Y vehicles from Giga Berlin cannot start that day after the decision is made. That's Steffen said that. Here's what he said. He said, in case of doubt, this will also take a few more weeks, said Steffen. Wow. This tells me that we're looking probably mid-March, mid-April, late March. If Tesla still, approval people still need some time to assess how Tesla is going to use the wastewater from Giga Berlin, clean wastewater, okay, let's say that takes another week or two, and that's already end of February. Let's say then Tesla will need few weeks to get started, plus maybe 1 or 2 weeks by the approval. We're talking about end of March. End of March, mid-March to end of March for Giga Berlin, the earliest. So, I don't know, the US car maker Tesla actually wanted to start the production in Grünheide as early as 2021. I don't know, but if it was possible to start that early, because I remember in mid-2021, the things were not ready. Up to 500,000 electric cars a year are to be manufactured there at Giga Berlin, but the final approval of the responsible authorities is still missing. Environmentalists object, among other things, because of possible environmental risks and the high water consumption of the product. But the good news is that it's in the final stage. The department head in the Brandenburg Ministry of the Environment, the man who is responsible for the approval of Tesla Giga Berlin, heading that department, Axel Steffen, today stated in the committee session that the approval procedure is in the final phase, but that doesn't mean that the decision on Giga Berlin can be handed out tomorrow. This will still take some time. And he also said, in case of doubt, this will also take a few more weeks. Axel said, talking about the actual production processes for sellable vehicles not being able to start the day, cannot get started the day after the decision is made. Friends, this is Armin Harayan from TalkNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily breaking Tesla news. I'm going to keep my finger on the pulse of this development so I can bring you the latest. Please also give us thumbs up after you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage. God bless you, everyone. Peace be with all of you. And let's see what I have for you next today. RBB24, the Brandenburg's public radio, today reports that the start of Tesla Giga Berlin's production is going to be in mid-March at the earliest. Actually, the assembly lines at Tesla Giga Berlin in front of the gates of Berlin should already be running at full speed making test vehicles. But even with Elon Musk's planned visit in mid-February, according to RBB, the start of production in Giga Berlin is to be expected in mid-February, but rather the March earliest. The start of production at the Grünheide Tesla factory is delayed again, says RBB. According to RBB research, Tesla is not allowed to let the first cars off the assembly line for sale until mid-March at the earliest. The reason? the Gigafactory Berlin plant is largely finished but not yet approved. The current delay is because the authorities are still examining the safety precautions at the factory. Tesla had repeatedly changed quantities of toxic chemicals, RBB reports, that could leak in accidents. The officials also have yet to assess Tesla's plans for cleaning up wastewater. Only then can the plant, Giga Berlin, receive the necessary final permits. So again, Tesla has some work to do apparently, but here is what RBB says. Let me repeat that again. Tesla had repeatedly changed quantities of toxic chemicals that could leak in accidents. The officials also have yet to assess Tesla's plans for cleaning up wastewater. Only then can the plant receive the necessary permit. Just a moment ago, I said that Tesla has something to do. Tesla doesn't have anything to do. It has to be, we have to wait until the officials assess Tesla Giga Berlin's plans for cleaning up wastewater. Further delays arise because the authorities still have to issue an operating license after approval. Tesla originally wanted to start production in Grünheide last summer. The company did not comment on the expected delay when asked by RBB. Now, the US carmaker Tesla, friends, is building its first European factory just outside of Berlin in Grünheide in Brandenburg, known as Giga Berlin. Up to 500,000 electric cars per year are to be manufactured there at Giga Berlin, but the final approval of the responsible authorities is still missing. The dispute over the water supply to the plant has also accompanied the project from the start. Environmentalists are taking action against the subsidy permit for the Eggersdorf waterworks, which is intended to ensure the plant's water supply. However, an appointment scheduled for Friday before the administrative court in Frankfurt was postponed to early mid-March due to illness on the part of the suing environmental organizations and the court. So I'm not sure if this is a good or bad news for Tesla, because if it's until early mid-March, that means it may be delayed until early mid-March, or as I believe one of the officials had, I believe it was Steinbach earlier, had said that these are not connected, that the approval is not of Giga Berlin is not connected to this court case. So I don't know, friends. Let's see how things go. Hopefully it will be mid-March. I didn't know that Elon Musk was going to come to Giga Berlin in mid-February, but probably is going to come and inspect the operations at Giga Berlin. We'll see how things go. Please subscribe to our channel, because if he comes, I'm going to bring this to you. I have another report today that is about what the approval departments has said about Tesla Giga Berlin and the timing and certainty versus uncertainty of Giga Berlin. So please subscribe to our channel, ring the bell after you subscribe so you don't miss my next coverage, and also give us thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts. When do you think this will finally happen and first Giga Berlin made Model Ys will roll off the assembly line? God bless you, everyone. Peace be with all of you, and see what I have for you next.